Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to tame the Desmodus, and that is the giant bat. Of course, we are going to look at how to tame it perfectly. There is a catch to it, and before that, let's look at the saddle that you will need to be able to ride this. So this is what you'll need, level 74, and of course these are the resources that will be required to be crafted, and of course you can craft that in the smithy. So not an expensive saddle to create. Of course, on top of that, you will need blood bags, which can be complicated to get if you don't have a Desmodus already. And of course, on top of that, I recommend using a harpoon gun and some nets, as well as some type of weapon to clear out what you don't like, or just to clear out the area where you will be taming the Desmodus. So there are two places you can go. That is the second place right there. First place, of course, I showed you was the island. So right there. So this island right here with the volcano, this also has the Wyvern Trench, and basically just around the Wyvern Trench there is a cave. So you can see the Wyvern Trench to my right. Right there is the entrance into the cave. You kind of just saw it kind of spawning in at the moment. So this is one area that will have the Desmodus. I'm sure there are plenty more caves on the map, but these two areas that I'm going to show you I prefer for various reasons. So here are my coordinates. They are 91.9 by 74.6. And if we go inside, of course, you get the usual cave lag as you would expect. But just as it widens up, so I'm going to show you the coordinates once more just because. And right here you can see that there's a doorway, and we can see some stuff hanging from the ceiling. These are the Desmodus right there. It is a bit difficult to see, but we will use the super spyglass. There's a 140 right there. There's quite a few of them. And so, of course, taming them is not that complicated once you have the blood bags in your inventory. So what they'll do is very similar to a previous creature that we saw on Genesis 1, and basically it will grab you and it will start draining the blood bags. As it does that, of course, it will then start gaining taming. So I did muck this one up, and I am using admin mode for it, but you can also net them and then decide which ones you want to keep. Of course, I would kill the low level ones. That right there is a low level. We don't really care much for it. Okay then, so I am going to get some stuff sorted out here, and then we will pop back in and I'm going to show you how to tame these creatures. Alright, ready to go now. Got everything sorted. Basically, the ones you don't want, you just kill off. I'm going to use the tech rifle to kill off the ones I don't want. I know the one that I want where it is. And quickly get rid of these. That leaves us with two of these Desmoduses. What it will do, as you can see, it will pick you up. It will start draining the blood packs. If you don't have blood packs, of course, it will drain your health. So let me show you what is happening in terms of taming. And if you do want to escape, you have to punch the creature. As you can see, we've gained quite a bit of taming, but look at the taming effectiveness. It is pretty darn low. It is around the 50 region, so that means we're going to be losing quite a few levels. There is a way around this, and I'm going to show you that in the next section. So right there we have, as you can see right there, 56.5, 56.5. That is what they start with, and they only gain 40 levels from it. So we are losing out on quite a few levels. Now I will let these tame all the way just to kind of show you how quickly they do tame, of course. Now do bear in mind that the taming speed on the server is 2 times, so not that much different from official servers. So they do tame rather quick. Of course, it also does help if you have either a tech suit or a crossbow with grappling hooks, just in case they gain quite a bit of height. They can do that, and of course, if they will drop you, it will hurt if you don't have a tech suit. So grappling hooks do come in handy. So because there are 2 of them, basically what is happening is one's dropping me, the other one's picking me up, and then when the other one drops me, I get picked up by the other one. So they are continuously feeding on the blood bags in my inventory. So this should be a fairly quick tame. Alright, I've been picked up again. So this should not last much longer. There's one Desmodus tamed. Let's get the other one. Making sure now that the Desmodus that I tamed is, of course, on passive. Alright, let's get picked up once more. Where is it? There it is. So sometimes you do have to walk towards it and help it pick you up because they can be a bit derpy sometimes. There we go. That is perfect. So very, very easy to tame as it is. Now, of course, I'm going to show you another location where you can tame these. So that is the first location I showed you. The other one is on this island right here. So as you go towards it, you will see this cliff with these, I think, hexagonal type of cliffs. If you go in it, basically you will find a cave. It's quite large and it will have Desmodus in it as well. So these are the coordinates. And here I am on the map. Coordinates are 66.3 by 40.4. And let's go inside and have a look. And I'll show you what you can find. So right here, this is a large cave. And on the ceiling, you can already see there are 2 Desmodus right there. We got a level 100 and a level 55, but there are more if you want it. So right here, we got some more. They seem to be in pairs. Now, this is an area you can come to tame them if you want to, but it can be a bit challenging. So I'm going to show you how to basically get their taming effectiveness up. So what I've done here is I've basically taken a pack key that I had in a cryo. Now the pack key has had all of its points put into health, and that is quite important because of course the Desmodus will be draining the health. You can use any creature that the pack key, that the Desmodus can pick up. So the idea here, as you can see, I aggroed it, then of course I led it to the pack key. As it lifts it up and drains its health, you can see that we are gaining in taming effectiveness. It is going up. So what it will do is it will pick it up, it will drain some of the health, it will of course with that get some taming effectiveness, it will drop it down to the ground and then fly around. So if it's close it will pick it up, if not use the whistle commands to get it to pick it up again. And so what you will end up with this particular cave right here is as you can see, the Desmodus is flying in circles, not really doing anything, kind of bugged out. I have tried moving the pack here around, trying to get the Desmodus' attention, but the cave is quite high, so that is sometimes a bit problematic. Now, with that we've learned, let's go back into the cave that I like. This is the cave right here. We are back at the first cave in the video. We've got some more Desmodus that have spawned in. So we've learned that we can basically raise the taming effectiveness with the use of a tamed creature that the Desmodus can pick up, which of course it will drain life from in exchange for the increase of taming effectiveness. With that being said and done, we know that the net works on stopping them, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to net both of these, kill the one that I do not want. I will then use a creature that the Desmodus can pick up that has been leveled in health. I've got a choice of creatures that I can use, and I'm probably going to go for the moss chops this time around, and this is the one I want to tame. So this is the 145 male. That's the one I don't want right there, so I'm going to kill it off. Now, with that said, it's time to pop out my packy, or actually I'm going to use the moss chops. I'm going to throw it right next to the Desmodus. Make sure that your creature is on passive, so we'll whistle passive. We don't want it to follow us. There we go, perfect. And we are going to back off and let the Desmodus do its own thing. So once the Desmodus is up, I will have to use the go to whistle command or the follow whistle command. These are quite important to use as I will be at a distance, and of course the Desmodus can end up in a situation where it would just circle the creature is trying to pick up and not actually ever get to it, as you can see right there. Now, one good thing about this particular entrance right here is the fact that it is quite tight, so that means the Desmodus does not get enough height where it cannot aggro on to the creature on the ground. So that is why I personally prefer this cave right here, but of course you can try and tame it in the other cave that I showed you. So with that said, as you can see, I'll get rid of these. Actually, we don't really want these here, and we're gonna have to move around our moss chops in a position where the Desmodus can of course pick it up. Sometimes the go-to whistle, as you can see, doesn't really actually take effect, so if it doesn't, we just use the follow whistle command and then obviously stop it. we try, basically the aim of the game is to try and put it in such a position where the Desmodus can pick it up. It can be fiddly at times, but it's a lot easier than, I suppose, other methods. So let's try and move it elsewhere then. There we go. Finally, so the Desmodus has picked up the moss chops. Let's have a look at what is happening with the taming effectiveness. I'm just going to get some distance just to be on the safe side here. Okay, let's have a look at what is happening to the taming effectiveness. As you can see, it's already gone up to 60%. It has dropped the moss chops. Alright, we are coming close to the end. I think with that, the Desmodus right now is 100%. So that means I can now pop in, get its attention, and get it to pick me up and feed on me, stroke the blood bags in my inventory, because it will not use my health for that because I've got blood bags. So sometimes it is a bit easier to get picked up by the Desmodus by just kind of getting in its way. There we go. So now as it is flying around, it is consuming the blood packs in my inventory instead of my health. And if we look at the taming effectiveness and the taming speed, it is taming pretty quick. We are losing some taming effectiveness, but it's not all that bad. It may nip on you a couple of times, but that's fine. So I do try and get in the Desmodus' way, so hopefully it can pick me up a lot quicker. As you can see, it is quite tight, but it can't get a lot of height, so that means it's easier for this creature to pick up both you, the player, as well as the tame you're using to increase its taming effectiveness. There we go. As long as it doesn't drop us in the lava or on something dangerous, that's fine. Again, I suggest either having a tech suit or a crossbow and some grappling hooks just in case. You don't really want to get hurt too much, and we don't want to go towards the exit, so I'm going to try and kite it down this way. There it is. Okay, I got picked up again. It shouldn't take much longer now. There we go. It's enjoying our blood. There we go. Perfect. Gonna reposition again. Gonna pretend I'm running up. Maybe we get picked up. Maybe. Ah, there we go. And I think this should be its last feed, so to speak. There we go. So there it is. One Desmodus tamed. So what can this creature do? Well, it is a giant bat. So of course one thing it can do is it can fly upwards or downwards. It can pretty much spin around its own axis quite quickly, or in other words, turn really quickly. It is pretty slow in terms of flight, but it does have one cool ability, and this is what I want to show. If you get close to a cliff or a ledge, you'll get a crosshair. If you press space, it basically hangs upside down. It can, of course, also cloak, so it'll go invisible, but this is an ability that is only usable at night. Now, of course, it is a bat, so it does have the echolocate type of thing, which will basically make it do a little scream, and it will locate creatures close. It'll kind of make them glow, so to speak. Of course, you can fly camouflaged if you want to do so. And let's find some creatures and play around with these. So over here, we can use the scream of the bat to locate them, and that's what the aura looks like. It does kind of glow in red. Now, of course, this is a vampire bat, so it does suck blood. And what's cool about it is, as you feed or attack creatures, it will start creating blood bags. With one Desmodus, you will have plenty of blood bags to tame other Desmodus. And let me kind of show you how this works. You can do it two ways. You can just basically fly around and attack stuff on the ground. As you can see, we are getting plenty of blood bags. And we are taking some hits, but not anything too bad. We are fighting saber-tooths, so that's kind of okay for the Desmodus. Also, you can pick up a creature, so let's try and do that. And you can munch on it, and as it drains the creature's health, you will get blood bags. And that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe, folks.